I grew up in a Baptist home. Like, like there's all sorts of dramas at the church. I found out when I was older just how much drama there was in the main adult part of the church. But of the kids, it was sort of like really boring. Like it was just like very structured, really boring. Like there was some fun stuff we did, but most of the fun time was like going out to do recess, which I mean is fairly common for a kid, despite what you're learning. But yeah, I think for me, growing up in that and then having somewhat abusive, parental figures, as I got older, I sort of just was like, I don't want that, because I was always told what I was allowed to do or not to do. So I sort of just went off the deep end on like, well, there's stuff in life I do enjoy. I want to be happy. Why wouldn't God want me to be happy? So I'm just going to go off and do it. And I started to realize the older I got, like, okay, like, I deconstructed and I had to think about a lot of stuff, but I started to realize that having a relationship with God didn't mean shutting your brain off and not being able to ask questions. Like I was afraid growing up, like you're not supposed to ask questions because no one did. No one asked questions. No one pushed anything. I never learned about other religions. So like when I'm getting older and they're like, oh, well, did you know your God's based off this God? And I'm like, oh no. It was like immediately like a shot to the heart of like, oh, all my world's falling, because how could this all be true? I was never taught. And you can't teach everything. It's a very big subject, but for me, one of the things that we started doing, especially me with the girls, is we're always encouraging them to ask questions. And